It's over 9,000!
Welcome everyone once again to Final Forum, our more casual version of the show. I am Jelly.
Yeah, and I'm Bekinney. Relax, guy.
Yeah, and this is, like I said, this is a more casual kind of catch-up version of the show. Just sort of a, we've got kind of a lot. I don't know. It's been a while since we've done one. Is what it really boils down to. And
life got in the way.
The last time we did one of these get-together kind of casual episodes, I think, was when the Genki Damatsuri wrapped up. And that was like February?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. So it's just been a while since we've touched base. There's not really a whole lot new going on since then. You know, we've learned nothing really new. Like the manga isn't definitely going to be coming back anytime soon that we know of. We haven't really learned a whole lot new about the game. Was it being called like Age 1000?
Yeah, something like that.
We haven't learned anything really new about that. We haven't particularly learned or seen any new clips of the super re-edit or whatever you want to remastering, whatever they're calling it.
Remaster would be a good way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's frankly that what I have heard is that it actually, like, behind closed doors is being called Super Kai, but Kai did not do well in Japan from a ratings perspective, so there's a lot of hesitancy to reuse that name. But it's Super Kai. But we have had a decent amount going on here. It's June, and we sit, in terms of how the podcast is doing this year, almost at our download total for last year. So,
huzzah!
Thank you, everyone. That's awesome.
Thanks, guys.
It's great that I would assume that means we've picked up some new people.
I'm hoping.
Either that or we have like two hugely dedicated fans who
a very dedicated fan base.
Who are gonna like
dedicated.
Who are gonna like end up wearing my skin as a suit someday. In which case, hey, I'm just happy to be part of something.
It'll be a good story to tell.
But yeah, we had a poll that dropped on our Blue Sky that asked people if they were interested in having compilations of the adventure portions of our shows, and the vote was overwhelmingly in favor of that, so I've been going back and working on that.
They're thirsty for our blood.
That's a thing that's been going on. We are posting a lot more shorts and reels on YouTube and Instagram, and I throw them on our Facebook and our Blue Sky as well. And it's just, what I'm doing is I'm pulling clips from old episodes that are about 90 seconds, and I make them into little reels with some visual components to them as well. Just so that I can feed the algorithm, basically. Thank you, people, for supporting that as well. But if you haven't seen them yet, then look for them, because they should be... They're all very easy to find on our...
Yeah, just watch like 2 or 3. The algorithm will just start throwing them in your page willy-nilly.
Yeah. On top of that, it's cool to see on our socials, we've definitely got some people on our Blue Sky for sure who are like pretty dedicated. So Gravity Core's Nerd Pod has been a pretty vocal supporter of ours on Blue Sky lately, so I'd like to thank Gravity Core's Nerd Pod. They've tagged us multiple times of like, I've been binge listening to you guys, and so we thank you for your listenership. We have a listener called Softail Fox who I posted a thread on Blue Sky this past week about the Terror and Plague episode. Mm-hmm. And they said, I've always enjoyed this episode. I love seeing Goku helping those in need, even if his goal is simply to find strong guys to fight. He always jumps in to defend the oppressed when an opportunity comes his way. And I agree. That's like,
yeah,
we were just kind of talking about that. The episode won't come out for several months, but we were talking about Goku and how...
Stay tuned. We will talk about this.
Stay tuned. We'll be talking about Goku in our Dragon Ball show.
It's shocking.
But we talk about how he and Vegeta arrive at some of the same conclusions about like needing to further their power and go kind of beyond. But it's for different reasons. Right? Goku's is to make sure that they can stop an evil person, and Vegeta's is because it's an absolute insult that anyone is stronger than him. We had I threw an area rug that's Yamcha in a crater on our social media, and Key, the drummer from Fife, said they've been wanting to get a new living room rug for a while and was leaning towards Cheese from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Okay, I don't know that one.
You like chocolate milk?
I don't know that one.
That's specifically for them. They'll know what it is.
A person who's been following us pretty solidly on Blue Sky called OP is Real, and they're a Mexican-American otaku, and they sometimes may post or repost NSFW art, so, you know, minors do not interact with them, possibly, but they're very cool in terms of, like, just replying to our social media posts and stuff like that. I was actually a guest on... we had our friend Trev on our show 2 years ago when we did Drunken Master.
Holy moly, was it that long ago? Really?
I think. But so we did our Drunken Master episode. We had Trev on, and Trev invited me on his one of his shows called Bede and Trev versus the Big Apple, and the conceit of which is they're looking at New York City set movies, because for them, New York City is sort of this monolithic, sort of magical... Okay. New York City is to them what New York City is to most people, and I would say possibly, Bekinney, you might be on my side on this, of like, we have a complicated relationship with New York City, being from Western New York.
Little bit.
Right? And
I have an extra spin on it in that I actually have family that lives in New York City.
Oh.
I have been several times to visit, and I love that city very much.
So New York City, though, is a little more demystified for us, right?
Yeah.
Because I've been there several times also, and probably not as much as you if you've got family that are living there, but anyways, I was on to talk about a movie called Little Murders, which stars Elliot Gould, and Donald Sutherland has an amazing cameo in it. It's a movie directed also by Alan Arkin, and he has a cameo as well. It's really, really good. It's very funny. It's very like weird, and it takes a third act twist that you couldn't possibly you can't possibly have predicted it.
What was the name of this?
Little Murders.
Little Murders.
It's like an hour 40 minutes long. I would super recommend it. The pitch in terms of like what made me realize, I'm loving this movie, is Donald Sutherland's cameo. So he shows up as an atheist minister doing the wedding of Elliot Gould with this Marcia Rod. She's also fantastic in the movie. But they meet, they kind of fall in love, and they're getting married. And Donald Sutherland is the chaplain. And Elliot Gould plays this character, Alfred, who has like no agency kind of his own. He has very little that he wants, except that when he gets married, he wants the ceremony to be non-religious whatsoever. And Donald Sutherland then shows up as the minister of their wedding, and he gives this like spiel to start the ceremony that is just like, I've married 200 people since I've been doing this job, and 97 of those have failed. And of the ones that are together, maybe they'll fail tomorrow. Who knows? Marriage is terrible. And be married to each other for the rest of your life. Or not. For however long as you want. It's okay. Whatever you do is okay. Because nobody's judging you. There's no greater power. Everything is just meaningless. And we're just sort of drifting along until you meet someone that you want to spend the rest of your life with. Or you want to get divorced from them after 2 years. Who knows? Who cares? Like, it is, and you can just see like all of the other...
Yeah, that's a wild monologue, man.
All the other guests being like horrified by this speech, and he goes on to talk about how like the father of the bride actually bribes him to make it a religious ceremony. He's like, just like how your father bribed me. It's no big deal. Nobody's going to care. Like. So the movie's fantastic. So we talked about it in great detail. So that is Bede and Trev versus the Big Apple. And I was on their episode about Little Murders, if you'd like to hear me talk about them or talk about that on that show with Bede and Trev. What else is going on? I'll be at G-Fest in July if you're going to be in the Chicago area and want to see me give a panel on Toriyama and his kaiju references throughout Dragon Ball and Dr. Slump. It's just sort of a, hey, Godzilla fans, here's something else cool, you know?
Yeah, no, that wasn't self-motivated at all, I'm sure. You're not a huge Godzilla fan or anything.
I wasn't already going to G-Fest or anything. So what else is going on? That's kind of a lot. I know you mentioned something the last time we recorded. It's still kind of pie in the sky at this point.
Yeah, I'm still working on it. So I had this idea for doing another podcast where a friend and I chronicle the adventures of some of our D&D characters. We've got kind of like our first season sort of storyline put together, and now it's just working on hammering out the time to write out the details. So there's progress being made, but it's still a ways off.
Okay, so yeah, so there's something to look forward to, right? We'll keep you posted on that as well, especially now that I have played a singular
a game
session.
Of D&D.
I'm like an expert now, basically. I found an immovable rod.
Nice. That's a classic choice.
So that's something to look forward to. Also going through some of our social media stuff here. We've got a listener by the name of Saturn on Blue Sky, who we kind of went back and forth, or I went back and forth on a thing with Daima for a while, of them not liking Daima so much. And it's just kind of like one of those, yeah, I kind of get it. Like, we talked about it when we watched Daima. I loved all the character stuff, and I found kind of the payoff, the battle, the big blow off to be like the least satisfying thing of it.
Which is weird for Dragon Ball.
Just give me Do and Ku hanging out. Someone posted, it was Kid on Blue Sky. Their username is Kid. They are at We Sat in the Car .bluesky.social, and they posted a thing they drew of Gohan attempting to pick up Thor's hammer.
Oh.
And another person, Cebu, said they think Gohan totally could, but not Goku or Vegeta. And I think Goku could. You don't think that picking up Thor's hammer is pretty akin to being able to hop on Kintoon?
Yeah, I forgot about that part.
It's judging the purity of your soul and the worthiness of your soul.
Well, I mean, because with Thor's hammer is not like purity of your soul necessarily.
It's worthiness.
It's like it's a nebulous thing. Yeah. Obviously, the writers decide what it is, but
that's kind of the problem. Is like, what does it mean to be worthy of Thor's hammer, right? Because in like very, very traditional Norse legend, Mjolnir is just a really heavy hammer that nobody but Thor can pick up.
It's like an immovable rod. He's the button.
as sort of the mythology evolved, it becomes sort of it's what bestows the power upon you. So you have to be worthy of the power in order to pick it up. But then it's kind of like, well, what makes one worthy? And it is a nebulous sort of thing. I would say Gohan could. I would say Goku also could. Vegeta, I would agree, cannot.
Here's a follow-up question for that one with Vegeta. What about like a redeemed Vegeta, like towards the end of the story? Because he's had some changes along the way. I don't think there's any argument for Saiyanarch Vegeta to not be worthy.
Well, and we're talking about redeemed Vegeta. We are legitimately talking about like the last handful of episodes of Z.
Yeah.
Right, because we're talking about the point at which he says, "You're better than me, Kakarot. You're the best." And I still don't know. Because do you think deep down in his heart of hearts that if Vegeta could overcome Goku, he would and would not like hold back about it?
Probably not.
Is part of the reason why Vegeta has reformed is that he realizes he can't beat Goku? But if you brought that back on the table, it would be bad.
Point. He might get a little bobbity.
Yeah. I don't know.
He might still have that dog in him.
That's a tough one. I still kind of think no.
I think I agree. I think Gohan, yes. I think Goku, yes. I think based on the Vision joke that the androids could.
Ooh.
It's just a joke, though.
The elevator?
Yeah, the elevator thing.
Yeah.
I wonder if is there anybody else that would be worthy? I'd imagine there's probably quite a few of the Z Warriors that actually could.
Yeah, I wonder about Tien.
Yeah, I think I could see Tien doing it.
It'd be a cool way for Tien to get like a power up that would put him on par with.
Steals Thor's hammer.
Well, he doesn't have to steal it.
Wouldn't stealing Thor's hammer by default make you not worthy of it?
You would think. The other thing, in order to have something to talk about also that we did, if you remember, was that October? Was that this past October?
Think so?
This past October, we took a look at the first 10 episodes of the 1986 Journey to the West series.
Oh, yeah.
And we talked it down, and we talked it through, and we said at the time, hey, I'm not opposed to bringing these back whenever we want to do a casual catch-up episode. And guess what?
Oh, that's what we did.
So we watched 2 more episodes of 1986's Journey to the West. Yeah. And it was interesting jumping back into it.
I had completely forgotten where we'd left off in the storyline. So jumping back in and I didn't even bother to review, which was a mistake on my part. But jumping into that first episode, I'm going, wait, what was happening again?
Yes, because
it was quite the shock.
One thing about this show is that episodes definitely just start and stop. Like, they're like, that's it. It's been 50 minutes. You're done.
like an angry parent with screen time.
Yes, it's it. That's it. You're done. You're out. And so, yes, the 10th episode does end with, like, Wukong being sent away from Tang Tsang Tsang, and then that's the end of that.
That's where we end it.
And it comes back then to episode 11. We're back in that situation. Wukong has been sent away by Tang Tsang Tsang, and he's being tormented by the yellow robe demon.
Yeah, something like that, I think.
Who
the translations are a little spotty in some spots, I think.
Who I'd be curious to kind of because this character does quite a bit of stuff throughout this story. He is consistently he's consistently going around killing killing innocent bystanders and taking their body and then pretending to be them so that he can trick Tan San Zong so he can eat his skin in order to become immortal.
Yeah.
Because he also wants that for his wife, who is
and she's sickly.
Who is human? Right?
Yeah. She's a kidnapped princess.
She's human and living in the demon world, and it's killing her. And so he's like, "Oh, if we eat the monk's skin and become immortal, then you'll be able to live with me." But
yeah, no, that's all above board. No problems there.
And so I just think it'll be interesting. I might go back and kind of look at this character and look at his story and look at his story as it is in the novel and see if I can tie any Dragon Ball kind of villains to this, because my initial thought in some ways was actually was a little bit of Goku Black, of driving a wedge between the heroic characters by because at one point I'm pretty sure this guy disguise himself as Wukong at one point?
He doesn't disguise himself as Wukong. He disguises himself as a noble.
Okay.
And then he shows up because what happens is essentially Tan San Zong gets captured by this guy, and then he meets this demon's wife, who is a kidnapped princess, who asks Tan San Zong to she's like, "Here, I'll help you escape. You take this message to my father. He lives in this castle. He's the king there. Please go get him and tell him to come and save me." So he escapes. He gets to the court, and then that's when the yellow-robed guy becomes takes on the form of a noble, and then he shows up at court and then completely contradicts everything that Tan San Zong just told them and undermines it. And then he turns around and turns him into a tiger to prove his point, basically that it's an imposter.
Right.
So he impersonates somebody to prove that Tan San Zong is the actual imposter.
Yes, and then turns Tan San Zong into a tiger to be look, he's, and then
clear, he's an evil spirit.
and it's a low budget 1980s Chinese show. The tiger is clearly disinterested. They just
it's like they cropped a zoo shot. Yeah. And this tiger's just sleeping in the enclosure.
And they're like, "Oh, look how vicious he is." He's It's
I love this show so much.
It's when you go and watch Cujo these days and you're like, "Oh." If you really watch it at times, you're like, "Oh, that dog is just having a good time."
Oh, he's just happy to be there.
Yeah. Yeah, so he turns turns Tan San Zong into a tiger, and then Wukong has to come in and kind of save the day.
And that's in addition to the they're searching for Wukong. So they have to go and hit the Zubaji in
Xiao Wujing.
Xiao Wujing, yes. Go off to try and find him, and then there's this episode is so convoluted.
Yes, because this is the one where they turn into a robed princess and they're blasting beams at each other, right?
Yeah.
And it's not really well edited together, so for the battle you really are what's
happening right
what's
now?
Happening?
There's also the horse spirit fella. I can't remember his name either. Didn't he take on the form of a castle servant and attack the yellow-robed guy in the castle after the fallout with his lives?
Then just immediately turns back into a horse and is
They don't even show them show the horse changing or the person changing back into the horse. So there's no indication that these are the same two people.
It's like you can only pick it up from the context later on where he's like, I turned into this and battled that guy. You have to go find Wukong because I couldn't beat him. And you're like, what?
When did that happen? What's going
on? Yeah. So yeah, this episode's a little confusing, and
we're butchering the storyline, but go watch it. It's a great watch.
It is. The show remains a really fun watch. As the further we're going into this story, too, the more it becomes sort of apparent to me why Sun Wukong is such a classic character and why people like this so much. Because the further we go, and the more Wukong becomes redeemed, the more enjoyable of a watch the show is. I do remember that from watching those first 10 episodes, and in the first 4 being like
this Wukong guy's kind of a jerk.
Yeah. Being like, I don't know if I'm going to enjoy watching this because this guy is a tool. But it definitely, the more he's redeemed, the more enjoyable the show becomes. And then in the next episode, in episode 12, because that really is episode 11 is more about getting the band back together and kind of overcoming this yellow robe demon. And then episode 12 is it's Terror and Plague.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yep.
It's
right down to the gourd and everything.
Yep. It's got the gourd, and it's funny though because the two demons are called I don't know, they never call them that in the subtitles, so this might be a translation thing.
Yeah, they just keep calling each other buddy in the version that I saw.
But they are Ginkaku and Kinkanku. They are.
Nice.
And I know that because when you in Japan there are two very famous temples called Ginkakuji and Kinkakuji. And Kinkakuji is the golden pavilion and Ginkakuji is the silver pavilion. And
nice.
These two demons, one of them is painted gold and one of them is painted silver.
Mm-hmm.
So they are clearly those two demons in question, and that's we also learned that those were the names of the two demons, that's their name. It's that's the name of Terror and Plague also in those episodes. So yeah, it is. It's. I mean, there's slight differences, right? Instead of it being
it's not full 1-to-1 because it's Toriyama, so it's not going to do a full ripoff.
But also everything is in a different area or different the status quo is different, right? Goku is not traveling with Bulma, so there's no capturing because that's the whole thing is the two demons who do nothing but call each other buddy. They want to capture Tan Sanzang. They also want to eat his flesh.
He's a tasty guy.
They also think if they eat his skin, they'll become immortal. But they realize that his traveling partner is Wukong, who is just way too strong for them.
It's a bit scary.
So they then try to capture him inside the gourd. And then there's all kinds of gourd shenanigans. Where Wukong then pretends to be... Who does he pretend to be?
He pretends to just be a master Taoist
who has an even more powerful gourd than they do, and he switches his gourd for their gourd and their something else.
I call it the Wukong Nigerian prince scam.
and then. This is the one, though, is this the one where Lao Tzu just shows up?
Yeah, at the end. It turns out that the two guys are his disciples who stole his treasures.
Yes.
And that's where the original gourd and the vase came from, was from Lao Tzu.
Yeah, and so Wukong has to give them back to Lao Tzu.
And then he does, and that's the end.
And it is. It's just like, oh, I'm glad to have my treasures back. The end.
The smash cuts to the credits kill me every time.
It is, and that's we talked about it a little bit offline, and I wanted to make sure I brought it up. Is I don't know if that's just culturally like how Asian TV in general is, because when I was in Japan and we would watch like the news, or we would even watch some of the sumo wrestling tournaments, I was very often thrown when the commercials came out. Like it would be like this is a commercial, because there's not a lead into the commercials. There's never a moment where you're like, we're about to hit the commercial break. I can tell based on the pacing and the intonations of everyone. No, it's just all of a sudden there's a commercial. So I don't know if that's just if it's a cultural thing, or if it's a cultural thing in terms of my faults and my flaws of not being able to sense those things. Like, especially when you get the cliffhanger ones. Like, Dragon Ball Z always does this. When there's like a cliffhanger, which is almost always on Dragon Ball Z, but when there's like a big one, there's always just take for instance, the episodes all around, like when Vegeta sacrifices himself against Majin Buu. The announcer at the end is like, Vegeta is no more, and Goku is also lying dead, and Gohan is also presumed dead. Nobody knows where the Supreme Kai is. What will happen next? Dun dun dun. This even when there's a cliffhanger, never does that. It's just like the next thing happens, like say Goku gets knocked unconscious, and then it's like, bam, episode over. There's no resolution. There's no teasing. But yeah, it works. So you know what's interesting though? The next time we get together and do one of these,
yeah,
and we do episodes 13 and 14. Episode 13 is when we talked about this show. I don't 100% remember all these details, but I do remember that they had originally filmed some of this before it ever aired, and they aired like a couple of the early episodes in like a one or like in like a 2 or 3 part pilot that was not responded to well. The next episode 13, was actually the first one ever filmed.
Oh. That's going to be interesting.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to that now.
Fun time revisiting these episodes.
Yes.
And revisiting this show, and we'll keep doing it here and there along the way. Like I said, once, eventually we'll get to the end of the series, but it's a fun thing to have kind of in our back pocket.
Yeah. When the monotony of some of these story arcs get a little too much, hey, let's do some Journey to the West.
Yeah. So that's kind of it. It was just kind of a check-in, kind of a here's everything we got going on, which is, there's a lot kind of to some extent. Yeah. And
it's like we've been doing this for years or something.
And yeah, be on the lookout for these, like I said, these kind of compilation episodes, because that seemed to be a thing that people wanted. So I'm going back and I've got a few of them done already, but I probably won't release them until I've got them all kind of ready to go. That way I don't.
You want to go the binge model?
I don't. Well, that way I just don't have. It's a whole thing. It's.
But our subscriber numbers, they demand we do this piecemeal.
It's my OCD won't let me release an episode until the whole thing is ready to go. But I wouldn't think it'll be too much longer, so that'll be coming y'all's way soon.
Nice.
And that's kind of it. It was just a check-in, just a hello, just a. Also, if you feel like you have been fairly active on our socials and we didn't shout you out, at us, right? Just let me know that you want that. And I'll give you the validation you seek.
Oh no. Not parasocial relationships.
But yeah, come hang out in the Discord. We're having fun there, and we've got our regulars in there, Soul Mass and Rubber Shark, and I know those guys going back a fair amount, actually, especially Soul Mass is like I've known them for, that's Lux. I've known them for 25 years probably now.
Whoo, got me beat.
That's it always depresses me a little bit, or just like blows my mind, at least I'll say a little bit. More blows my that I'm like, I have friends that I've known from internet message boards for close to 30 years.
That's how you know it's real, man.
Now's the time to ask them for money. It's the long con. The
longest of cons. Don't be afraid to interact, folks. Who knows? Maybe you'll make the next episode.
Yeah. And if you don't, then
just keep trying. Don't stop ever. Just keep interacting with everything.
And then hold a grudge, really.
No, we don't want stands. We don't want Eminem stands. We don't want that. We just need you to keep engage. We just need you to keep engaging with the algorithm, guys. It's fine. Shh. Just click the likes. Just click them. Shh. It's okay.
Do that though, for real. Okay, that's kind of all I got for today. And
it's all I got.
And we just sort of let these ones peter out because it's a lot. It's a lot. Can I say that? Can I just say it's a lot? And like everyone gets it. Trying to come up with something for everything is a lot.
True.
So let you guys. I'll probably just cut this off mid-sentence, and everyone will.
Wait, could you cut me off mid-sentence?
I can.
Nice.
I won't tell you what sentence it is, though.
Oh man. So now I don't know which one of my blisters.
Final Form is written and produced by Tom Gwelly. It is performed by Dan Kinney and Tom Gwelly. Our webmaster is Dan Kinney. Our theme music is provided by YouTube content creator GVG Kid. Want to learn more about the Dragon Ball universe, including concept art, behind-the-scenes interviews, and recommendations from Jelli and Bekinney? Connect with us on social media. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at Final Forum Pod. Make sure to subscribe, rate, and review wherever you receive your podcasts. And of course, make sure to share it with your friends and family and help us spread the word of the glory of Lord Frieza. The Frieza Force thanks you for your listenership.